Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. We're still working on this um, hanging wall shelf. We're just kind of fixing up the corners. I was carving the lower side and it wasn't quite rounded, so we're just kind of like carving it, fixing it up. I would normally not use this many streams to oh my gosh, it's like okay, to like work on the same project, but I have a bunch of pieces to underglaze and or glaze. So I don't think, like, I don't want to start a new project on the stream and then have this, like, sitting and waiting, to be worked on, you know? So yeah, so we're just, going to continue working on this. You know, this, like, the kind of, like, edge of this is pretty like uneven. There's like a bump up here, so I don't know, I think maybe we'll kind of like maybe start there, but I'm just kind of working on rounding out. It's not a corner. It's not really a corner anymore. Whatever, like rounding these corner areas out. And then if we actually get all of that done, just kind of like smoothing everything out. There's like a dent over here. And possibly, I don't know, the back side is kind of like, or like the side is sort of weird. Maybe just like a touch up trim there. The back is completely flat. I don't know if we should be carving into this at all, if that is needed. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it would be. Because I mean, I suppose if it, like, if this was, like, bone dry and they put it in the kiln, I think if they put it in the kiln like this, it would get wobbly, maybe, or something. Because, like, that's kind of what happens with plates. If you have a plate, you kind of want a plate or a cup. You kind of want to carve a bit out of the bottom, so, to kind of like counteract any bit of warping that will happen kind of towards the center. But if it was put in the bisque like this, I don't think it would do that. But I'm not really sure. And then I think for glaze firing, I don't know. I kind of assume that maybe like this position would be better for them. Because I don't think they would, I have no idea what they're firing or anything, like what kind of pieces, but they have a lot of student work, so I don't know, I'm kind of thinking like maybe like they would fire things that are smaller than the height of this. This is like, how big is this thing? A little over 8 inches tall. So I kind of think they would glaze, like, prefer to glaze fire it like this. And I'm trying to just like think through like if we should do anything to the back. So the glaze part are like this. I don't think it would... Okay, I don't think it would matter too much. I don't think... Yeah, okay, I don't think we need to do anything to the back. Although I'm not entirely sure. So right now we're not going to do anything to the back. we're gonna spend so much time on this, and then it's like not gonna turn out good. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, I'm gonna like wipe off the clay from my fettling knife real quick, and we will get started. I don't even like make things like generally this big either. So I don't know. I think I'm just, maybe I'll use a different tool. I'm not really sure where I want to go from here. I just kind of like generally want to even out the top part because it's super just wonky. And I've been like staring at it for so long, it's like been bothering me. Do I have my air filter on? No, that's my computer. My computer's making a bunch of noise over there. For like no reason. Do. I don't know what we should chat about today. I told myself, like, what was it, like, over the weekend that I was going to work on, do, like, something for, like, a YouTube video, and then I just didn't. But I do have some, days off coming up. So I'm really looking forward to that. And maybe I can kind of like fit something in. I really want to do like some shorter formed videos, and I was on Reddit last night, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like I always see people asking like how other people ship their ceramics, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not really anything special. I mean, you just, make sure there's like a lot of like padding, like whatever that is. Like, could be like crunched up craft paper, or like packing peanuts, bubble wrap. Although like some of that stuff isn't really like eco-friendly. I save like all of that I get from just purchases that I make. So like I save like all of that stuff. I save some of the boxes, the bubble wrap, some people have sent me packing peanuts with my orders. So like I'll save those and use them. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't really get why I see that like so often. People are like asking about like how other people like ship their ceramics. I don't know. But it kind of like got me a little bit thinking. I have a video on my YouTube. It's literally like, I think it's like one of two videos that I have that fall into the category that I've mentioned. That is like, so like my YouTube now is like majority is the live stream, but then there's other stuff too. So there are a few ceramic tutorials, and then in addition to this is kind of like just general things for like any artist to know, or people that have like a small handmade business. And I would say, you know, like I have a shipping video that tells you like all about shipping different items. I used to sell different things like stickers, obviously can like go in an envelope, and like how I ship like that, because like some people have like, I don't know, like some people have never mailed like a letter or something. So the video like covers like it covers like all of that, like the basics of like, oh, like this is how forever stamps work, or like international forever stamps. But it also kind of like covers other things too, like I think like what I've mentioned before on the stream, like that is like super important to know as like someone that ships things, is like using like Pirate Ship or ShipStation. I don't really know what you would call like that generically, like the service that they provide. But those are some examples. So I buy labels from them, and because I buy labels from them, they give me a discount on, I know, it seems like Pirate Ship doesn't use FedEx, but they will use USPS or UPS here in, of course, United States. I have no idea if there's like Pirate Ship or ShipStation in other countries. I don't know. But that's what I do, and I think that's like probably the most important part. And I don't know, I was watching that video yesterday because I made it so long ago, like seriously like 4 or 5 years ago. It was like when I made that video, which it holds up. Like I don't think there's like any like wrong information in it, but it's like a 30-minute video. And I'm kind of wondering like if I could like revisit that and like, I don't know, like break it up into different videos. It does have that like if you go to the description, you can skip to certain sections, but I do think it's like maybe a little bit overwhelming to think that you have to sit and watch like a 30-minute video from start to finish. So I kind of have like that on my mind as something to maybe do. And I don't know, like breaking it up between like, I don't know, like packages and letters. Because like stuff like the ShipStation or Pirate Ship, those would definitely be like obviously a lot more different than talking about like stamps and mailing letters. So those could be like their own thing. don't know. Like, it sounds like a really, like, I don't know, like, dumb topic. But, like, I don't know. There are just people out there that have never, like, mailed stuff, or, like, there definitely are not a lot of people that know about this kind of, like, these companies that you can use to get, like, a discount on shipping. You don't even need, like, any kind of, like, you don't have to pay the company anything to do this. It's really great. Like, I believe, like, the shipping companies that you're actually using, I believe they pay this person. You know, they pay this company to give you discounts. I don't really know, okay? I don't know. It's really weird that it's a free service. It just is. And, like, you don't have to have any kind of special, like, I don't know, like, business account or anything. Whatever. Some kind of, I don't know. You can just be, like, you don't even have to have, like, a small business. Like, I could have my mom do this. Like, because my mom mails me packages. Like, I could have her do it. And I don't know, she's not really very techy, but she would save on postage. You know. So, I don't know, I have some thoughts, like, because I already basically have, like, all of that kind of script written out in a way. I would kind of have to, it's not actually written out anywhere. I would have to, like, get the transcript or something, or just watch the video from start to finish and, like, type it up or something. But basically, like, all of that info is there, and I don't know, I'm thinking of, like, maybe breaking it up or something. Maybe that would be, like, a project. I don't know. I'm also thinking of just, like, quick little videos that are for, like, ceramics. Just, like, something that is not, like, so, like, recorded start to finish of, like, watching that whole video for the shipping is, like, 30 minutes. But, like, obviously it took me a lot longer to make that, you know, like, recording different takes and editing it down. All of that takes a lot longer than 30 minutes. So I'm thinking it would be kind of, I don't know, just like, I don't know what the word is. Kind of like exercise or something. To, like, take just, like, a small format video to make that's, like, only a couple minutes, doing, I don't know, stuff that's, like, maybe, like, answering questions that people might have about ceramics. If you have any, leave them in the description, or not description, leave a comment. If you have any questions, like, anything, I do know that YouTube has, like, shorts. I don't know how long shorts are. They're probably, like, a minute or something. I don't know, like, how long these videos would be, but, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, some of them would be shorts. Like, why do you have to have a kiln to fire ceramics? Like, you could easily answer that in a couple seconds with just kind of, like, the, like, quick short answer. There's much more to the answer if you want to go into, like, how ancient peoples and stuff fire ceramics when they didn't have kilns, kind of like pit firing. But that's kind of like, I think that's a little bit more than what people are actually asking, if that makes sense. Maybe. Because I think the answer that I want to kind of, like, answer in that is, like, people ask me all the time, like, oh, do you fire in your oven? Which is kind of, like, No, it fires in a kiln because kilns get up to thousands of degrees. And like that, like, I think for like the average person, that's probably what they're asking. They're, they might not fully be thinking about the entire history of ceramics and before kilns were invented. I mean, there's definitely people that would want to know that, but I don't think that's really kind of like the general public. So I'm kind of thinking like questions that like the general public would have about ceramics, and like what things would be good for just anybody to know, because obviously like everybody has ceramics, you know, your mugs, your plates, your bowls, like I'm pretty sure you have something that's ceramic in your house, you know. And like I don't know, stuff like how to wash it. I've mentioned this like earlier in the videos, but Jason is still confused about like what can and cannot go in the dishwasher. Super important because, you know, some things will get ruined. And like I just feel like they're like everybody has these same questions. Like what can go in the microwave or whatever. If ceramics go in a kiln, why can't I put it in the oven to bake my casserole or something? I mean, if you have a casserole dish, you're probably gonna use that, but like I don't know, like just like stuff like for anybody, not just the ceramic person, not just for ceramic artists. Like stuff that would be good for both people. Like if you're just getting into ceramics or that, and I don't know. Like I kind of like that idea of like getting general public involved and like watching my videos and stuff. Like I thought it was really interesting. A while ago, Jason was like watching me make this mug, and like he was like, "Oh, that's it." Like I was attaching the handle to it, and he thought like attaching the handle was like, I don't know, there's something more involved than just basically, you know, scuffing up the clay, putting some water on it, and just kind of like smushing the pieces together. Like I don't think he really had a specific idea of like how handles were attached, but like it was just something he probably never thought about. But then like when he saw me doing it like surprised him like how just simple it was. And I don't know, that's kind of like what I like about ceramics, is that like there is like a certain simplicity about it. Like you have some clay, you have some tools and like water, and you can make all kinds of stuff with that, like basically. So like I don't know, I think it's just kind of like good for people to know more about like the process that goes into it, to like especially like if you were just like watching like the live stream, as someone that's like not an artist, like you would see like how much time, like actual live time it takes me to like work on stuff, you know, where like it's so hard to get an idea of like how long something takes by just watching like a sped up video, you know, that you see on Instagram. or like, I don't know. Just like the general process too. Like what are all those steps that go into the ceramic process? I didn't know that like generally most people will fire their pieces twice. It's I think it's like a little bit like off the beaten path to like only fire the pieces once. Not a lot of people do that. Like I don't know, like I had no idea that you fire the ceramics twice. So like knowing that and like knowing all the stuff that goes into making them, you can kind of like set better expectations for when you buy handmade pieces. Like for me, like I mean, basically for anyone, like almost anyone, like it's not free to fire your pieces. Like you have to pay for that. And like as like a person that buys ceramics, like I know if I see a piece, like they put money into firing it twice, maybe a third time if it has an overglaze on it. So that would be like gold, silver, kind of luster, or like an opalescent look. Like they spent more time on it, and like you can see that. Some ceramics aren't glazed, so there's like a portion of time that was cut out of that piece because they didn't have to glaze it or something, or maybe it's only partially glazed. I don't know, you can kind of like get a better idea about like stuff like that, like how long, not quite how long it took a person to make, but like you can say for sure, like if this piece that I bought isn't glazed, like it saved the maker some time. As like a general sense. These walls are really they're really bothering me, and they're really like kind of wonky. Like I don't know, like if you know the process that goes into it, I think you can have like a deeper appreciation for the piece other than just like it looks good. And I don't know, at least me, I'm like just fascinated by like processes like for making all kinds of stuff by hand. I mean, particularly something that's like, you know, like arts and crafts related. Not so much like cooking or something. But like, I don't know, I think it's really cool. And some things are just really weird. Like, like I don't know, needle felting's pretty weird. You just sit there and stab at some wool with a needle, and then it just kind of smushes together into this shape that you're making. It's really weird. I don't know, it is just really weird, and I love learning about how things are made. And I don't know, I think people get more appreciation for handmade things if they actually like have a deeper understanding of things, because like a lot of times like you can't really yeah, you can't really blame people, because like if you don't normally buy like handmade mugs, you probably don't know why they're so much more expensive than the one at the store. Like you just probably don't even know. And if it's just something that you don't normally buy, you probably had no idea like what is a good or bad price, or like why even handmade pieces can really differ. Like I've seen mugs that are hundreds of dollars, and I've seen ones that are like 30. Usually if it's hundreds of dollars, it's pretty obvious, like, design wise, why it's so much more. But like to really get like a really good idea of like why it's a certain price and like why that price. But yeah, like I don't know. People are just, I don't know, people just don't really know like what to expect a lot of the time, I think. And like sometimes all you can use for reference is like what you bought at the store. Like you can say like, well, I bought I bought this mug at Target for whatever. I don't even know I don't even know like how much this stuff is. And then if you look at like something that's handmade, like it's probably like wildly different, but and I don't know. I mean, you can't always say that like people that have their own business like know exactly how to price their pieces. It's literally like an art in itself is feeling confident about like how you're pricing your work. It's really difficult. And sometimes like I don't know. I would say a lot of the time either like new artists are like way underpricing or maybe like way overpricing. I feel like it's always like either or, one of those. I'm still not even sure about how my pricing is. It's really hard to figure out the details because it's like, even now that I focus on ceramics, it's really hard for me to get like a good grasp on. I kind of go by trying to look at what similar people are doing in my area, and like the prices that they're putting out for their pieces, and kind of like going from there. It's not easy. It's not easy. And even there are people out there that have like these formulas and stuff of like how much you should price your work, and those do not help. Like they don't really help very much. At least like I've seen those for like paintings and stuff, and I haven't really felt like they are helpful. But it kind of depends on like what you're making too. I don't know. That's a video topic, but it's it's really lame to just say like, oh, we'll just, go on Etsy or whatever or a local market and see what people are selling for their work. Like it's really difficult when you make something really different from other people. Like it's so different from what other people are making. That's not easy to do. Not that I'm doing that, but like if I just went to a market, I don't know if I would find something like this, like a wall shelf. Maybe because they are pretty trendy right now, but like I have no idea. I could go on Etsy and try to find something, but again, like trying to find someone that is actually kind of sort of like generally in my area would be like kind of hard to find too. Yeah. Pricing is just, it's a lot. But I don't know. Hopefully if you're buying stuff, sorry, I'm like bumping the camera and I'm oh I'm just kind of like struggling a little bit. But if you're buying stuff like I don't know. I guess maybe if you kind of like, I don't know. I mean, you can I mean, I don't know if I would exactly compare prices between different sellers like at a market or something to like try and figure out if what they're selling is fair. But I don't know. I think you can just kind of like go off of it. Like, how much do I really like this? Do I, And if I walked away today, would I be upset that I didn't get it? I think that's like all you can do as a buyer. It's it's like I don't know exactly like the right kind of word, but it's not very like nice to like try and haggle handmade things. I've heard that some people get that, and there's kind of like a new haggling like feature or something on Etsy that you can enable. But I would really, if you're like buying stuff, I would discourage doing that. Cause like I think it just kind of like gives off like the feeling that like this person's like try and make this their livelihood, and they put all this time into making a thing, and like it kind of feels like I don't know, like disrespectful kind of, like if someone were to try and like haggle a cheaper price for it. I don't do like that many markets, but I don't think I've ever had anybody like try to haggle with me. I don't think so. If it was like, if it was a big buy, like they're like, I'm gonna buy up all this stuff here, but can you give me, a deal? Like if it was like a big thing, I feel like that's not so bad. Like if they were gonna buy like a bunch of pieces or something, like that would be worth looking at and like considering. But if it was just like one piece or something, like I don't know about that. Actually, I have gotten like that on Etsy before. This lady, I don't know, like I don't really know what her story is, but this is when I was selling stickers. This lady like messages me, and I wasn't upset at all. It's just very odd, like unusual, not like weird, just kind of like unusual. I would sell these like vinyl stickers of most of them are dogs, but I have like some other designs too. And she was like, I want to buy like 200 of your stickers. Can you give me a deal for buying like so many? And I was like, for one thing, why do you want so many? I was just genuinely confused because like my shop has these like they're vinyl stickers. They're pretty pricey to make. They're not just like it would definitely be different, I think, if it was just like cheaply printed like on my own printer or something. But like each sticker I sell for like, well, I usually bundle them, but I think they're like a little bit over $1 each or something. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing. It's been a while since I looked at them. She wanted like, I don't even know. She wanted like over 200 or something, or it was 200. I don't know. And I was just like very surprised. Like, I could see that if it was like a sticker sheet or something. I don't know. I'm really confused, but she wanted a lot, and I was like, sure. I was like, I can do that. I can give you a discount. Like, what do you, like, I don't know what this is a long time ago. I don't know what I, like, told her, but I did give her a discount for buying like so many. And that's kind of that kind of like goes into the pricing thing. Like, you want to make sure that your prices are high enough so that you can offer discounts if needed. I do think I don't know if I would say like right now my pieces are exactly capable of wholesale. I don't know if my prices are quite high enough for that, but it's what you want to aim for. Is your pieces that you make should be basically like doubled, so that like you wouldn't feel bad giving discounts. You wouldn't feel bad if a store like approached you and said, you know, can we do wholesale on this? Like, you should be able to say yes. And that's like what you want to aim for. Because I don't know, this kind of like goes into like a whole like pricing conversation, which I'm not so like, I don't even like feel that confident in pricing my own pieces, but like I do know like some things, because basically I know like, so like as a like consumer, it sounds like kind of a ripoff or something, because like if you bought from me directly, I get more of that money, but then like my pieces would be the same price if you bought it at a store, but I'm getting probably 50% of the sale. That's really normal, is to get 50% for wholesale. Consignment is a little bit different, in like how much you would get. You'd probably get more than 50% for consignment. But like to a consumer, you might be like, why is this the same price? If you're not actually, you know, you're not doing wholesale like on your own page, right? But it's kind of like just goes into the whole idea of like all the effort that you put in as a maker and like business person to like draw people in, and that is what basically you're paying a business to do too. So all the effort to put in to like put the stuff on social media, like posting on Pinterest or Instagram or whatever, and then like, so like wholesale, the business is doing that for you. They're drawing customers in for you, but you have to draw your own customers in, and you're gonna have to do like your own marketing and stuff for that. So it kind of like covers like your own kind of like cost of doing it yourself. If that makes sense. Because like it does sound kind of weird from a consumer standpoint. That's like why your personal shop isn't any cheaper. But you shouldn't do that either, though. Like, you shouldn't have your prices different at different places. Like, your prices should be the same all across the board, no matter where you're selling. And it just kind of, I don't know. It would be really confusing if, like, your prices were different on, like, different places and stuff. And you don't really want to do that. Okay, we've got, like, about, like, I don't know, 15 minutes left. I'm trying to figure out like a good way to carve these edges, and I don't really feel like any angle that I've used is really helping. I think this would help if it was like higher up and like a little bit more like leveled to my face. do. Anyway, well, that's our little, I don't know, business chat. Every time I carve into the side, it like moves this wall, which I did have trimmed, and I have to like keep going back to it. This thing is taking forever. I feel like, I don't know, I feel a little bit more confident. I feel like this is going to work. Like, I feel like this will survive to glaze firing, but I really have like no idea. I don't know, I kind of think maybe I should scoop out the there's like a bit of clay up here by the like hole for the nail. I think maybe it shouldn't be so like, I don't feel like there should be so much clay there. Maybe, I don't know. I really, if we actually finish this, I don't want to have any issues hanging it. That's for sure. I don't particularly know how much weight a nail can hold, but hopefully this will be fine. It's gonna be a little heavy. I think when it's actually, like, if we did get to glaze firing it, I think it's gonna be a little heavy, but I don't know. I really like this idea of like making my own like home decor with the ceramics. There are all kinds of different little like wall hanging ideas that you could do out of clay, and I think they're really cool. Like there's like kind of like hanging, like wall hanging vases. Those are really fun. Which is kind of like, that's something I would like to do, like get to, but I kind of want to make my own design that really feels like my brand. Because I like a lot of the like wall hanging vases right now look pretty much the same. So does this, but this is just like a personal project. If this does make it, which I feel like it's not going to, but if it makes it and it's glaze fired, it's going on my wall. Just because I really didn't put any effort into designing it like whatsoever, really. So yeah, this is just kind of like a personal project. But yeah, I don't know. There's like, what else have I seen? some of the ones that I've seen of like, they're kind of like this. Except like there's a backing and then there's like a platform. Usually they're pretty small. And like they just kind of like hold a candle or like hold a little vase. Those are super cute. And probably what we should have started off with as like a tester. I don't know why. I was just like, we're just going for it. We're gonna make a huge, well, it's not that huge, but like this compared to the other pieces that I've made is like huge. Like in comparison, it's very large. It's probably, I think, yeah, this is probably like the biggest thing that I've made, like, ever. It's going to shrink, so there's that. I do have like some vases that are a bit tall, but I really don't have anything that's like very big. I do kind of like prefer like making smaller things, but this is really big so that it can hold the smaller things. Look at this vase I got. I got this at a local market. See, like, how cute is that? I can put all my tiny vases in here. I have my own vase here too. This one's mine. Like, how cute. So, gotta make a big thing to hold all the small things. I really want to get some dried flowers to put in there. I do have some of my own that I got these flowers at the pumpkin patch in October, and they just kind of dried up because I didn't throw them away and whatever. And they dried up really nicely. Like, they look good. Which, I don't know, like, I've never seen flowers look good when they were dried. So, like, it's just never, like, been on my mind to, like, try that, like, put those in, like, a vase. But it's perfect. I know that's, like, a trending thing right now. So, maybe when I go out, on the weekends and stuff, maybe we can find some more. I think it would maybe be, like, hit or miss if I just randomly bought flowers and then like waited for them to dry. I don't know. Cause there were other flowers in the like bouquet thing that I picked. But they looked really bad. Some of them looked really bad when they dried. But then some of them looked really good. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Getting some flowers and putting them in tiny vase for this thing. That'd be so cute. Also, like, I mean, I would prefer fresh flowers, but fresh flowers are a lot. They're kind of a lot of money. And then they're just gonna die in, like, a week or two. So that's my thought. I was like, I think we'll do some more dried flowers. Sorry, I'm like trimming like at the top part and not showing the camera. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, going all over the place with trimming. I don't know. I just kind of like, I see a spot and then I just like go and fix it. And just kind of like ends up me like moving all over the place. Do I think in, well, you know what? I have a day off. So I have the day off on Friday and on Tuesday. And I think on Tuesday, we're going to cross our fingers, but I'm hoping maybe we can wait a minute. The studio is closed on Tuesday. Shoot. I had a plan now. Okay, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna aim to get my pieces decorated. Okay, I'm gonna aim to get them decorated by, well, like Tuesday night, let's say. It's easy for me to go to the studio during work because it's really close and I can go there very easily on my my break time. So Tuesday I'm going to try and get some pieces finished up with glazing and underglazing. I actually did start yesterday. I think the day before that I was kind of like drawing out in pencil the designs and like where they're going to go. And there are a bunch of things that I have to still like draw on, but I started doing some underglaze yesterday just to kind of feel like I'm being productive. Yeah, so a few pieces were started. It takes me a long time to do like just any portion of like decorating them. Like, I don't know if people would call me crazy, but I have decided to use like 5 coats of underglaze on the pieces so that they have like a very like opaque like background, no, like coverage, opaque coverage. So like a lot of people will tell you to use like, I think like, I don't know, I think people say like 3 coats of underglaze, but I don't do that. Because I don't want it to be like, I don't like that look where it's like washy and you can see the brush strokes. Let me just get here's a test tile that I have of my underglazes. So this shows 1 coat, 2 coat, 3, 4, 5. And I think like on camera, it's probably easier to like look at the red. It's a lot more obvious that 1 coat is really not enough. You can see like the brush strokes, but then when we get to the 5th coat, it's pretty like saturated and a lot more full. And just like, I don't know, like so that's what I'm kind of aiming for. I aim to put on like 4 or 5 coats per like color or whatever. Sometimes I'll do different things. Like I'll do 1 coat of one color, 2nd coat is a different color to try and like sort of visually mix in a way or something. But yeah, it takes a long time, especially because like once you get to like the 3rd and fourth coats, they take a few more minutes to dry on there. And you want it to be dry before you put the next coat on, right? So it takes a while. And I'm just kind of like, I'm working through some cowboy boots. I am working on a bunny. I'm not sure how I want to do the eyes of the bunny because I decided I wanted to do a Dutch, the Dutch breed, and like the only color that I have would be like black or brown, like a deep brown. And then the eye, like, I think normally I would just kind of like do like a dot of black for the eye, but like you're not gonna see that if the eye is on top of like black or dark brown. So I'm kind of procrastinating. I'm trying to like figure out like how I should do the eyes in a way that does not end up looking weird, creepy, scary, all the words. But I'm working on that and the cowboy boots. So excited for those. Let me see, maybe I should scrape it back more. It's very dry. Well, it's not dry, but it's like, it's pretty dry. Okay, let's do like the bottom here. I have no idea what we're gonna do after this. I don't know. I mean, we could make like a mini shelf. I don't think we're gonna do it like on stream, but I really need to get like at least one more. Yeah, I'm gonna say like, no, I probably need like two more underglaze test tiles for the new ones that I have. But I don't know. That's kind of a boring thing to make on the stream, so I don't think we're gonna do that. Let me just, I think I'm going to like push the clay bits off to the side. I don't want them to get under the plastic, really. I'll just clean this up later. Okay. It's like really sticking. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna do in the next streams. We're not quite done with this. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something different tomorrow. This thing just needs to be touched up a bit, but I think we're pretty much done with it. And I don't know. I mean, I don't normally do like underglazing or glazing on the stream. Just because I have no idea like how that's going to go. And underglazing, because I have to do 5 layers per thing, it's kind of hard for me to keep track of them, like moving from one to the next. And then keeping track of like which stage each of them is at. It's kind of hard to keep track of on the stream while I'm like talking. So I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. So tomorrow's going to be a surprise, I guess. All right, well, that is our stream. We're like way over time. For everybody watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I am online for another video. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on Friday or not. I might not. And just like focus on underglazing. I'm not really sure. I have to decide that in a bit. And then yeah, anyway, all the videos will be uploaded to YouTube at Callie & Co. There's a link in my bio for that. And then if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. And there's a link to the Twitch in the description. If you want to catch me live, and in chat, have a bit of a chat. But yeah, thank you so much for joining and watching the video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, I'll see you later.